clothing and stacks of money. Don't listen to anything they say, because something, even if they're not being trafficked, they also may be involved in drug smuggling and other illegal activities. Money and a certain change in wardrobe and lifestyle is very obvious. And kids are stupid. They're going to want to show off, especially at school. They're going to want to show that they got the newest Nikes, the newest whatever. You know, they want to show that they got a Birkin bag. They want to show. And
Just
so
pay
when you're
attention as a
wondering,
parent. Just pay attention. In general, pay attention. Don't be too carried away that you do not see these things. And sometimes I feel partners as well. You know your man is not earning enough money, but then he has this
yeah,
car that's not a loan in the parking lot. Or
yeah,
guys are living in a big house or living
little
two for
paycheck with a little paycheck. And the thing is, women, do you know, if your man does illegal activity and takes care of you, you can go to jail for conspiracy unless you tell on him. So if you have a taste for drug dealers and criminals as boyfriends and husbands, please know that in the United States, you will be charged. If you count the money, even if there's no drugs in the house, if he never brings drugs home, but he brings money home and you count that money and you go pay the bills with that money, guess what? You're on the hook for conspiracy under federal law.
wow.
That sound came out too perfect at the time.
Game too perfect. Anyway, I would like you to round up before we go because you have said a lot. You have, I mean, this is more than 2 hours, and we just kept talking and talking because it's a whole lot. So, what advice would you give for? Okay, we've done too much on children. Let's talk married couple. Like, how would you know your husband or your wife is? I'm going to record this as well. How would you know your if your partner, being male or female, is involved in this life?
Okay, so sometimes they have, um, you should have the code to your partner's phone, but you should never have to look in it. I have the code to my husband's phone, but I rarely have to go searching. If you feel the need to search, and you are not typically a jealous person or an insecure person, if you feel pulled to searching, that's the Holy Spirit trying to let you know something's going on. So, um, someone who is suddenly the same thing like with the children, you're suddenly coming up with designer this and designer that. Um, the need to flaunt will expose. They're exposing and telling on themselves by the things they flaunt. If you are seeing your partner keeping strange hours, I need to go to the office. I need to go to the office. I left something at the office. Okay, so if their job previously didn't require them to leave at strange hours and they were not promoted, then that is a red flag. Also, I need to give so-and-so a ride. I need to give so-and-so a ride. They're constantly, suddenly, they're a taxi now and they got to give everybody a ride. Okay, well, you're not an Uber and this is a home. Why do you feel responsible to go out and give somebody a ride? Or why do you want to go on a grocery store run alone or when I'm sleeping, when we normally go together? It could look like cheating. It could look like cheating, and it could just be criminal lifestyle to, maintain things. Also, if there are friends that you've never seen before that they're suddenly interacting with, but you don't know anything about those friends, you need to know the friends of whoever your partner is with. It is strange and it is unhealthy to not know your partner's friends. If it's your partner's friend and they're good enough for the partner, then they're good enough for you. If my husband said, oh, it's boys' night, I could say, okay. But if it's always boys' night and it's never an opportunity for us to have dinner together, then that means that these relationships are isolating from me and you need to know why you are not included. And if it's not like a hobby, I understand if they like to go shooting or playing basketball and you don't, that's one thing. But if it's something that you may like to do and like just simply going to eat or going to a movie and you're not invited, you may want to scrutinize the details. Yeah.
Something is fishing.
Yes.
Fish so hard. Get it. Get it.
Exactly. Something